Yauts, Ab Sunugwa. That means hello, my name is Ab. I'm going to show you the difference between the xa'islak'ala words for May and July. So we'll start with the word for May. I'll spell it out for you, and I'll go through the whole word step by step and give you an idea of how it's pronounced. So this is spelled according to what's called an orthography. So that's a set of symbols and letters that make up a written language. So this is the whole word. The first thing I'm going to do is actually separate it into syllables. This will make things a little bit easier in terms of understanding how the word works. So to start things off, we have the letter Q, which makes kind of a k sound. K. Then we have an A, which makes kind of an ah sound. So together they sound like ka, ka, like a crow. This symbol here over top of the A, this is called an acute accent. So what this tells us is to say this with a little more emphasis. So we're raising the pitch of this first syllable, and we know we're doing that because this acute accent tells us to do that. Since it's over the A and the Q combine to make a syllable, so we raise the pitch of that first syllable. Ka. Then we have P, which is like a regular P in English. I in xa'islak'ala makes an E sound. Under normal circumstances. So this is a regular I, so it sounds like E. P. Then we have la, regular L and A to sound like la. Now here's where things get interesting. We have another Q. Q is what we call a back sound. So it's a deeper sound. Under normal circumstances, a U would make an oo sound, but since it comes after a back sound, that tells us we're changing the sound of that U. So this U now sounds like O. And the S is a regular S. So we're not saying kus or kus, we're saying kos. This is what's referred to as a retracted vowel. The U and the I can change when it follows a back sound. So if you put them together, you get qapilaqus. Qapilaqus. And this word is based on qabus. Qabus means spring salmon. This also has a little accent mark over it. So basically what's happening here is we've taken the first syllable of qabus and we've put it in front of pilaqus. So we put them together, we get kapilaqus. Kapilaqus. Now, in order for us to change the meaning of this word to qapilaqus, what we're going to do is, first of all, just erase this. And I'm just going to erase one letter, the Q. So I'm replacing the Q with the letter K. And it's not a regular K, it's got an apostrophe over top of it. So this apostrophe tells us that this K is going to sound a little more pronounced than what it would normally sound like. It's not like a regular K, which would sound like kya. The apostrophe tells us to say it with more emphasis. So it becomes kya, kya. It's a sharper sound than what you would normally hear. Then we have an A, so the K and A together sound like kya, kya. Anytime you see a K, it sounds like it's followed by kind of a ya sound or u. So if you think of the word kiosk, that first part of the word kia sounds a little bit like that. There is no English equivalent for this letter, but this comes close. So if you think kiosk, that's pretty similar. So the real pronunciation will be kya, kya. And then the rest of the word stays the same. So now, instead of kapilaqus, we have qapilaqus. And this is based on the word qapi. So that is the word for pink salmon or humpback salmon. So that's the difference between the xa'islak'ala words for May and July, kapilaqus and qapilaqus. And this is why using a standard writing system is beneficial, because there's all this meaning in all these symbols. It might seem a little intimidating at first, but once you learn what all the sounds are that go with the symbols, it makes learning a lot easier. And once you get used to it, you'll be able to predict how a word will sound, because you'll be able to look at a K and you'll think kya or a kiosk, that kind of sound. That's if it's followed by an A. If it's followed by a U, it makes a Q sound, like the word cube in English. But since it's followed by an A here, it makes a kya, and it's an ejective K. That's what we call that, ejective. So it's more pronounced. It sounds like kya, kapilaqus. So that's the lesson for today. Thank you for watching, and xa'islak'ala.